Hi, thanks for tuning in to Astro Awani and you're watching Silhouette. At present, 1 out of 9 women face the risk of developing breast cancer in their lifetime. And in Malaysia, breast cancer is the most common cancer type overall. And due to this, in this episode, Silhouette celebrates Breast Cancer Awareness Month and brings you highlights in conjunction with this spirit.
The Breast Cancer Awareness Month has been at the forefront of promoting awareness of breast cancer issues and has evolved along with various dialogues and activities on breast cancer. Although many great strides have been made in breast cancer awareness and treatment, there remains much to be accomplished.
Even though I've been here for not a long while, I think since May, I've learned a lot and I've been through a lot with my officers, and I think we keep on looking for ways and means to further improve and to bring the best program possible for all our target groups. A lot of good programs, policy and facilities that are available for women to give greater attention on breast cancer, especially the status in this country. I think we have a very good program that is called Mammogram Screening Subsidy Program, because we know very well that not all our target groups can really afford. But I think over the years, the costing of this screening program or this screening has actually gone down very much, and we should thank the government support for this. Under our National Population and Family Development Board, or popularly known LPPKN, we have this subsidy program whereby for those having household income of 5,000 and below, it is free screening for mammogram. Now, for those household income of more than 5,000 a month, then we give a subsidy of 50 ringgit. At the same time, we try to assist ladies that have undergone mastectomy by also giving them, that self-esteem. And so we also provide subsidy or assistance to beautify the lady's back, even though they had mastectomy done, so it's prosthesis. But I would like to tell the ladies out there that have undergone mastectomy, they are beautiful, they are still beautiful. I've asked the government to carry on with the good assistance that we're giving beside the screening that has been done. But to me, the very important role should be the family itself. The husband, the children, the family, the siblings, they should be around. And I think the National Population and Family Board, I think we don't mind to come in to even assist in maybe families also need some kind of counseling or how to go about, in dealing with a member of the family that has gone through the operation of removal the breast, after breast cancer.
Life after breast cancer means returning to some familiar things and also making some new choices. It is all about adjusting to life as a breast cancer survivor. There are choices that one can embark on to that normal living, such as breast reconstruction.
Breast reconstruction is where some patients or some women who have breast cancers and they want to reconstruct their breasts. Okay, so it can be as an immediate reconstruction or as a delayed reconstruction. i.e. you can do it at the same time as a surgery, or you can do it like a year, 2 years, or even 5, 10 years later. We create a new breast mount for the patients so that they can have the same weight and hopefully the same size and shape of the original breast. Although we always tell patients that they will not get exactly the same size and shape. It will be something that some patients want to have because they can't see themselves with our breasts. Besides the immediate and delayed reconstructions, there are few techniques that we can use. We can either use a prosthesis, i.e. a silicone implant, or we can take patients' own tissues from the back or from the tummy. And the other things that we have to make sure is the patient's condition as well. Patient's comorbidity like diabetes, smoking and things like that. We also look at patients' size and shapes of their breasts and also their patient's bone status. The other thing we also look at will be whether the patient needs radiotherapy or not. There are a lot of activities happening during the breast cancer month in October. Places who had booths right on breast self-examination, clinical breast examinations, hospitals who gave out free mammogram and things like that. It's hard to actually tell patients to go for examinations because most patients are scared, or no, most women are scared. They have taboo about cancer, especially breast cancer. But I think what we need to do as doctors will just promote and just tell them it's not that bad for you. It's difficult. It's difficult.
One of the biggest hurdles women with breast cancer face post-treatment is fatigue resulting from chemotherapy or the accumulated effects of other treatments. The skin begins to show signs of dehydration. Murad understands and supports these survivors.
Dr. Murad has been partnering with a fundraising program with City of Hope in the US. It's been 3 years, this is the 3rd year. And why City of Hope in US is because they are very innovative with their cure or their drugs, I would say, to treat or help out cancer patients. And that's why this year he actually opened up internationally for us. That's why this is the first year that we partner with BCWA on Hydrate of Hope. Hydrate for Hope is actually a kit that we actually sell it so that 15% of our the cost of it that we sell we'll donate it to BCWA. Dr. Murad has gone through, seen a lot of cancer patients himself as well because he's been in medical field for 30 years. One thing he noticed is cancer patient has been common for skin is they have very dehydrated skin. Very, very dry skin because they undergo chemotherapy and they under radiation and all that, the drugs that they take. This product can hold 8 hours of hydration for the skin. And as we know, cancer patients, you cannot use so much of a fragrance products, coloring and paraben. So this product is actually paraben-free, coloring-free, and also fragrance-free. The skin is the biggest organ, in our body. But because of what we feel, we will portray outside. And if we, look good, we are able to help the cancer patient to feel good as well.
Get to know Malaysia's latest successful shoemaker next on Muse. Thanks for staying with us. And as promised, let's get up close and personal with XALF and their pursuit to happy feet.
The journey is amazing. Currently, I'm holding 2 positions. One director on Zima Consultancy, a PR company, and the one is director for XALF Design Stream Berhad. It's a bespoke fashion footwear label. And I found my interest basically in 2011. I got the chance to travel to New York, and it really opened my eyes because I got the chance to New York Fashion Week. The fashion in New York is really amazing, and you can see the bohemian touch and the craftsmanship. The fashion that is really, is spectacular. And after I come back, really one thing is really opened my mind, like Yeah, I'm going to have my own fashion label one day, but at that time I do not know what exactly I'm going to do, because I think I want something exclusive, something interesting, but something that unique. So after 2 years exploring my interest and doing my work as a PR consultant, I started embark my journey in the fashion industry in 2012 last year, and I met up with Alfred, my business partner, on Facebook. The journey, like I mentioned, the journey is amazing, as I bounced my business partners and we met a couple of times to discuss our interests and discover what he likes, and I also share with him, what I look into it. I would say the journey is not easy, because coming for a footwear label, especially in luxury, is not easy, because we have to compete with so many luxury footwear labels like Christian Louboutin, Jimmy Choo, and how we make ourselves different from them. We have to strike mind what is so special about them. That's custom made, and the customers can choose the leather, can choose the materials, can even choose the design, from our templates. Xavier is the handcrafted shoes, and really focuses on the craftsmanship, workmanship, and all the shoes basically are exclusive, and each design we only produce 50 pairs. So as all the shoes come with the exclusive shoes box, and when you receive the shoes, basically it's like, whoa, this is a present to me. So basically we want our customer to treat us like something it's exclusively for them. Along the way, we are quite fortunate to have good partners around, like for instance, Bentley Kuala Lumpur, Lotus Malaysia. They've been our very supportive partners, for ourselves. We launched a label at Bentley Kuala Lumpur, and we launched a second collection, Metamorphosis, at Lotus flagship showroom, and our third collection, the Malaysian collections, at Lotus showroom as well. Xav inspiration have to blame the movie Sex and the City, that we can see the girls, the actors, with the fabulous shoes, and we really want girls, in looking gorgeous, looking fabulous with their sexy heels, with their, gorgeous heels, and we came up with the concept that, we want ladies to have the shoes with comfy yet fashionable shoes, not just the shoes that fashionable, but can't walk for even 5 minutes. And our shoes, we came out, with a nice cushion, a nice shape, so that make sure that ladies can walk 10 miles, 11 miles, or 20 miles. Yeah. Xavier Women is all about confidence, all about fabulous, gorgeous, with the sense of fashion, and we hope that we can create shoes, or custom-made a pair of shoes for Michelle Obama, Princess Kate, Beyonce, and our Queen, and our First Lady, if possible. And we are quite fortunate that, all this while in 9 months' time, we have crafted shoes for supermodel Ai Tominaga, award-winning actress Charmaine Cher, and Miss Nina, Dr. Yasmin Yusuf, Dr. Rubicon, and etc. etc. To us, the journey is amazing with all of their support and all of their presence in our label. At first, we came into, we realized that we have to play our part in community service, and like I mentioned earlier, I'm also doing PR, and I spoke to my client from Red Army Watches Malaysia, and I said, why not we came out with the idea that we support this breast cancer awareness, So she said, Juliana said, whoa, nice, let's do something for this breast cancer awareness month. We came out with design and something that only cater for this breast cancer awareness month, so it took us about a month actually to design and to come up with the concept, what is practical, what is the concept, everything is the leather, whatever, for this particular shoes. And we realized that if we design the whole shoe in pink, they're not going to wear it. Probably they only wear it for this, for attending function, but I don't think they're going to wear it for practically wise. I don't think so. I would say nothing is possible if you have the passion, if you have the enthusiasm in your career, in your interest. You know, like I mentioned earlier, I love fashion very much. If I love fashion, I have to go into depth, you know, to understand what functions, you know, what's practical for our footwear label. And me and Alfred basically, we discuss, we conceptualize, design the shoes together, because by learning from Alfred's his experience, and he asked me his thoughts about this and that, you know, to us we came to the compromise that what's best for our footwear label, not just create a shoes that, oh, this is Xav shoes. No, sometimes we went into the arguments, you know, what's best for Xav, you know, what is this and that. But to us, the journey is amazing, even though like sometimes we came into the argument, but then this I would say, you know, argument make us more understand each other, you know, in terms of collaboration, understand each other in terms of how we work, you know. So I mean, to us is something that is common. For Alfred, basically looking after the production side, you know, in terms of how making the shoes. My side basically is more in terms of marketing, branding, as well as how to, you know, putting the concept in the shoes, the story for the shoes, you know. I would say the biggest challenge for Xav is mindset, the human mindset. You know, they always think that, you know, Malaysians, you know, Malaysia fashion label is not so good, you know, the quality is not good, you know, but then again, to change the educate our customers about Xav, you know, quality, our craftsmanship, our workmanship is totally a challenge, is a very challenging process, but then again, you know, it's also we as a founder, you know, for Xav basically is our part, play our part to actually educate our customers to make sure that they understand the story behind Xav, and also they really, you know, love Xav because we are totally, truly Malaysian brand. We hope that to open our Xav showroom next year, mid of next year, and we also hope that, you know, Xav will go into the mass production ready-to-wear collection next year, which is will cater more and more people that actually can have the, I mean, they can afford to buy our shoes, because currently our shoes is actually, you know, about 1,000 above. You know, some ladies calls up, you know, oh, do you have a more cheaper range? You know, to us, like, you know, for time being, you know, our shoes or, you know, cater for 1,000 above. You know, if you are looking into the more cheaper range, you're probably looking at next year. And we hope that in 5 years' time, every year we have one outlet in each countries, and next year we're looking into Singapore and Bangkok market, and we're quite fortunate that in 9 months' time we will feature in Hong Kong, in Singapore, in Business Times Singapore, Singapore, in Beijing, in New York. To us, like, you know, it's something that, you know, unexpected, you know, but then again, I think the journey will be more interesting if we try our best, we do our best in life.
After a short break, later on, more pinky shoes on Silhouette. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month across the world. Here in Malaysia, the pink movement goes beyond the norms by illuminating iconic buildings in the city, such as the Petronas Twin Towers, Kuala Lumpur.
Organized by Estee Lauder Malaysia, a collaboration with Petronas Twin Towers, it is one of many events aimed at educating women about the importance of early detection and treatment and raise funds for cancer research.
I think because we are actually working for a noble cause, I think for the well-being of the nation as well as the people, and we feel that this is important, that people like Petronas, what we call it, Estee Lauder and other companies to actually work together, to actually collaborate and work towards a cause which will benefit the nation as well as the people.
The theme of this year's event is Let's Defeat Breast Cancer, We're Stronger Together. And so we wanted to work with another 1 or 2 companies to demonstrate our strength together this year. And we were so honoured when Petronas and Surya KLCC said yes to us to light up the Twin Towers. The Twin Towers are iconic across the world, and this is the first time they've ever been lit by anyone other than Petronas. So we feel deeply honoured that Petronas have agreed to this with us. To show the strength of working together, we can turn the tallest twin towers in the world pink for Malaysian women. This is all about looking after Malaysian women. This is for Malaysia. And everything we do is about raising awareness in Malaysia. Any funds we raise, they stay here in Malaysia, and we invest them in Malaysia for the benefit of Malaysian women. So we're so honoured about this tonight. The incidence of breast cancer is falling, but it's still happening. You know, one of the great things we do at all of my counters across Malaysia, and this is the Estee Lauder company, so it's MAC, Bobbi Brown, Clinique, Creme de la Mer, and Estee Lauder, and all our other brands, is if a member of the public donates 50 ringgits, we will match that 50 ringgits to Estee Lauder companies. And that 100 ringgit will pay for a mammogram for a woman who is less fortunate than others and maybe can't afford to pay herself. So we're deeply honoured that we're doing that. So we're not even just doing press events, we're reaching out to members of the public every day this month to say, ordinary members of the public, help us, help everyone else in Malaysia.
Currently, much attention is paid to the search of new methods concerned with the correction of aesthetic defects of soft facial tissues. To invent safe soft tissue filler with high effectiveness is an important task in aesthetic medicine. Here's what advanced technology can offer breast cancer survivors in a safer way for that natural look called Aqua Filling.
It's most part made of water and a little bit of saline, which is sodium chloride solution, and is held together with polyamide strands. And basically it maintains volume for a period of between 5 to 8 years. And this is a CE mark product. It has been studied intensely, and we have given you some clinical study results on the safety and efficacy of this product. And it is done as a full cosmetic surgical procedure. It is not something that is just injected, you know, in the hotel room or in a beautician salon or even in a hairdresser's salon, you know, which is what is happening in the market. And then you are getting hormone creams coming out of direct selling companies. We are getting tablets, medication that is supposed to boost up your boobs, or you have injections of some watery solution. I don't know what it contains, but not only it does not enlarge the breast, but it also makes the breast very lumpy, because I've seen women come to me with all these problems and they are really astonished that these things don't work. But then I want to tell these women, you need to do your research and you need to find out what you are putting into your body. So Aqua Filling is something that I offer, which is a very safe, you know, fully cleanly packed, and we offer facilities in our centers where we create the full operation theatre facilities for us to do a safe treatment with this product into the right part of the breast, and then the beautiful cosmetic results, which is lifting and the fullness and creating a better shape, is to improve their outlook and improve their self-confidence and self-esteem.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week. My name is Iza Islan. Tune in to Astro Awani and catch Silhouette for more than just fashion.